I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Friday, September the 4th. The Rutgers University football program has made major strides over the last few years, going from an also-ran one of the worst and really one of the laughing stocks of college football to being a legitimate program, making the jump to the Big Ten, being a team every year where you look at and say they're probably going to end up either in a bowl game or right on the fringe of bowl contention. Rutgers is a solid football program. A lot of that credit goes to Greg Schiano and Kyle Flood. Followed through with that, and Rutgers has been anything but a laughingstock on the football field for a while. Now just go to the NFL where there's Rutgers players all around. Bill Belichick swears by drafting Rutgers players. But the events recently at Rutgers and the turmoil right now surrounding head coach Kyle Flood and the calls for his job and people just wondering, like we did yesterday on NJ.com, how long he'll be able to keep his job with all this going on. He's under school-led investigation for potentially tampering academically with the status of a player, Barnwell. And then you go to yesterday's news, 5 of his players arrested, charged with serious crimes off the field, and immediately it became about Rutgers and what's going on there. Everyone in the national conversation talking about what a difficult place that is right now. The athletic department, we know, is not revered around college football. And now Coach Kyle Flood under some heat here. And Rutgers is on the verge here, and this is a very precarious situation for this school, this athletic department, and this coach, because all those gains, all those strides that were made the last few years, poof, could go away if Rutgers doesn't clean this up quickly. Rutgers did a great job over the last decade or so of becoming a legitimate team, of becoming a legitimate program where high school players from not only New Jersey, but also around the country, look at it as a good place to get an education, a good place to play college football, now in the Big Ten, and a chance, if you excel, to find your way into the eyes of NFL scouts and NFL head coaches. That's what Rutgers has become here over the last decade. But with this program and with their tenuous history and with all of this swirling over them right now, this is an important time because just as quickly as those gains came, they can move out and leave and go back to square one just as quickly. If Rutgers has to go on probation, if Rutgers gets in trouble or there's a perception around Rutgers that high school players say, I'm not sure if I want to go play there, or it's not what I think it is, or they're not going to be able to be a winning team, or any of the different combination of things that makes kids want to play in New Jersey and at Rutgers. If that disappears and Rutgers takes 2 steps back, it's going to be very difficult to regain those steps they made. In college football, you always want to move forward. And the last couple days with Rutgers, they have gone backwards, and this program is teetering here. And if they go backwards anymore, or if there's any more indiscretions, it's going to be very difficult to make up the ground that they made the last decade or so. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.